Good morning, everyone. Do you know, there's so many smiling faces in the building today. There really is. We're all miles away from each other. We can't see each other at the moment, but do you know what? As I've been walking in and waving at everybody from a distance, everybody's had a smile on their face. Well, we're going to put a smile on your face this hour as well, because of course we've got Let Leonie Loose, and we've got Lesya Zagada stamps for you as well. Now, a name I think everybody's getting used to hearing now here at Chanda. Some fabulous, fabulous stamps to show you. Leonie's going to come in and tell you all about these in a second, and of course it's got lots of lovely demonstrations, so do be shopping ahead. Do have a look at everything we've got. I think there's a different focus on the counter this morning as to later on this afternoon as well. Leonie's going to be back at 2 o'clock. Now, I'm going to hand over any second now, but if you're not smiling already, I've just got to tell you a little story I heard on the way down. This is so true, you might have heard it. All those people that are self-isolating, a lot of people with businesses, of course, working from home, so have to rely on conference calls and things like that. Well, just be very, very careful if you're doing that, because if you've been playing with your phone and you've got certain apps where you kind of appear as different characters. One boss from a very important company in the US actually couldn't change the filter on his phone and did the whole of his conference call dressed as a potato. I just thought that was hilarious. Anyway, I'm going to let Leonie, no potatoes on this show. I'm going to say goodbye and let Leonie in.
Thanks, Bud.
Come on in.
I'll come in. We have to do that thing there. I quite like that though, Catherine. I quite like it. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's a good conference call. We had a work conference call the other day. Did you take part in that one?
I was on air.
Oh my gosh, it was a little bit mental. It's like, I don't know what's going on. There's loads of people. You know, like all these people talking. It was like, hello? It was the weirdest thing, but quite cool. Okay, yes, we have got Lesya Zagada. She is amazing. Her artwork is phenomenal. Her colouring skills, just beautiful. Now, I think we've had them 4 or 5 times now. This might be the 5th time. I'm so pleased because you will not see these stamps everywhere. You won't see them every craft shop. You definitely won't see them at the craft thingies at the moment, fairs, will you? Because we can't have them. But simple. But they are absolutely sensational. This collection that we put together, you can see you've got that beautiful Native American. You've got a real wildness about this as well. I love this stamp. I love how Lesya's coloured this in. I mean, her colouring in skills are superb. I love the detail of this. And they stamp beautifully. Really good quality stamps. And look at that artwork. Isn't she fabulous? Please check her out on Instagram, because she does show, yeah, her videos are amazing. So please check her out on Insta. Isn't that fantastic? And she shares how she does this. Now, you've got that beautiful stamp. You've then got the 2 sentiments. Now, I really like this. Love my tribe and life is better with your tribe. See, now that really resonates with me. I like feeling that you've got a tribe, you know, because sometimes, you know, sometimes you have to pick your family, don't you? And you have to pick your tribe. And I think sometimes they're the people who are going to be there to support you, because it's not always going to be, you know, your sort of the blood essentially. Sometimes it is going to be your friends that you have to look to, and they're your tribe. That's what it means to me. You'll notice my deliberate mistake on this one. Can you see what I did with that? I stamped the arrow wrong way around. And do you know what? I did it the right way and thought I'd done it wrong, and then I did it the wrong way and thought I'd done it right. That little ribbon. Yeah, I've just got a ribbon that's flying. It's just got an up breeze, that's all. But I just adore this. Now, that arrow you will get in one of the other collections. This collection, you've got our beautiful Native American, and then you've got the 2 sentiments. Now, £15.99 for those. We have got a freedom price, £14.39, and almost 20% of stock has gone. I'm so relieved. You know, I pick these stamps and sometimes think, oh, I hope people like them as much as me. I haven't even drawn these yet. I still get that. But yeah, almost 20%. So phew. 528892. Next. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So you've got in this collection again. Isn't that sensational? her colouring in it is just beautiful. You've got that incredible fox in this collection. So first of all, you've got the 2 arrows. I really like the arrows. I love the detail. I think they are I think they are beautiful. Let me put them that way so you can see the lovely arrows. You've then got the fox. Now, if you've collected Lesia's incredible stamps before, then you will have already bought different animals that she's done. That is gorgeous. I think he's strong, he's wild, and again, so detailed, stamps beautifully. And then the last stamp is this one, is Be Wild and Free, which I absolutely adore. Unfortunately, it's something we possibly can't do at the minute, but in our hearts, we definitely can. So you've got the one Lesia did, of course. We've then got, I made just a tiny little card using one of my backgrounds, but I really like that one. And that's one of the sentiment stamps that are coming up. I really like the arrows though. I just think they're gorgeous. And my little old fox as well. And again, if you're loving the geometric shapes, we have got those on the show. 503576, that's your item number. Now, almost 20% of the stock has gone there as well. Next, we have for you, and again, really cool. This is the Be Kind, so which I absolutely love. Now, which one did I put that one? Where did I put my Be Kind one? Be Wild and Free, that one, wasn't it? So you've got the beautiful arrows. Now, all the arrows are different. So you've got different little embellishments on them, little details on them. So they are all individual. They'd look nice, just 3 of these stamped. You know, there's so much. With these, I think there's so much that they signify. There is a strength to them. That one is gorgeous. Have courage and be kind, which I really like. Because sometimes, you know, it does take a little bit of courage to step out of the comfort zone and you know, do something kind. Which, yeah, absolutely adore these. And then you've got the beautiful flower as well. And as usual, I'm moving all my cards down because they all, you know, standard Leona. That's the flower one. That's the one that Lesia has drawn, coloured in and drawn, obviously. Isn't that amazing? The jars are coming up in the 2nd hour. The beautiful geometric shapes are in this hour. Look how she's coloured the arrow in. I mean, she is amazing. I have big envy, but I also have great respect for the way she does her colour. It's just amazing. You can see, again, they make really nice, simple cards. Obviously, you can go to town. I love this. She does like working on your natural cardstock, and it makes the colours pop. And that's Have Courage and Be Kind. Really like that sentiment. I think it's absolutely stunning. £13.99 for all those stamps. And you are getting 3 gorgeous stamps there, and a quarter of the stock is almost gone. £13.99, 309842. Now the geometrics. I love these. They are sensational for pattern building. I love what Lesia has done with these. I mean, they look amazing. Almost a quarter of the stock has gone. The patterns are stunning, absolutely stunning. You might just be creating backgrounds. The little jar with the little constellations, they're coming up in the 2nd hour, so get ahead of us. But obviously, I love this because I think the geometric patterns work so well with the sort of wild nature of the fox and then all the Native American symbolism. I just think it's got that, I don't know, that it marries up, doesn't it? That sort of wildness, and then obviously that beautiful, the geometric as well. There is something quite, I don't know, it's an ancient wisdom, or your ancient wisdoms, are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, if you'd love to get hold of those two, only £11.99. Again, stunning stamps. 040961 is your item number. Now, check out the website. All the other goodies are on the website. Don't miss out, because these are stunning stamps, not easy to get hold of, and we're just so privileged that we can bring them to you. And it's lovely being able to to support and to bring someone so talented to your TV screens, because you might have never seen Lesia's work before. It's Ukraine, isn't it, where Lesia's based, where the company's based, and yeah, they are just phenomenal. If there's anything you want, check that basket out. Please have a look at Instagram at Lesia's work, because honestly, it is just stunning to watch. And if you have got any of the stamps from the previous shows, I would love to see what you've done. So emailing, yeah, my Demory is busy, innit? Well, I have been here for a week, you know. So literally I've been here for a week. So it has, like, now. And I've started putting stuff up that I've made, but I have. And the nice thing work did say, or backstage did say I could keep the area. So sorry, I was playing with my hair then, weren't I? I've literally moved in. I mean, I've become a little bit like that now. I'm a bit of a zombie. So that's why I'm playing with my hair on telly. Yeah, there's a mix of everything. Good stuff though, innit? Yeah, this is good stuff. Anyway, to add to my mix of good stuff, we've got Lesia. Now, first of all, I'm going to just really quickly play with the geometrics because I adore pattern building. I think it's one of those that's so satisfying. Now, I'm trying to find, as usual, I didn't get myself organised. I do apologise. I went and ate porridge instead, but which was actually quite important. But so what I love about these, you've got those clear stamps. It's handy if you've got a clear block and then you can see where you're glowing. Mine isn't as clean as I'd like it to be because I haven't cleaned it. So if I'm pattern building with this, okay, so let me see on my colours to stamp with for starters. I don't want to go with black. Let's go with a beautiful mushroom because I hope it isn't too light. Okay, just for a change, I thought, just for a change. Okay, so I'm working on a nice smooth card, and this is part from Pink Frog. So you can see straight away, look at the crispness of that design. I mean, it's such an elegant design. But now I'm not using my stamping platform just for speed. You could use your stamping platform if you want. Now, the lovely thing is that circle, if you're dead careful, you can overstamp where that circle is. Can you see? Now, if you do that, look how you can start positioning. That actually looks like one. You've kept that straight line. That is more good luck than good management. I bet I couldn't do that again. But effective, isn't it? So if you then repeat this, so bring it down. Now, do I want to go over? Yeah, I'm going to go over those circles again because I quite like that. So going over the circles, I feel I'm setting myself up to fail. No, look at that pattern. Ooh, I love these. Playing with stamps like this is absolutely gorgeous. It just gives you so many options. And I love seeing patterns, forming patterns. It's just so satisfying. How much did you say had gone on, Lottie? Okay, almost half of the stock has gone. If you want these, please check your baskets out. Hovering over, so you're lining up those circles. Hovering over and then stamp. And look, ooh, out by a millisecond, but still looks good. And now look, you've got that in the middle, which means you turn that, and how nice is that going to be for an arrow? You know, absolutely gorgeous. That is such an incredible pattern because that same stamp, let's just have another little go with that same stamp. So, same stamp, same colour. You can change your colours. And actually, that's quite nice because if you say you put a different colour in the centre, for instance, so if you did it like this, so it's almost like your patchwork. Okay, get that string off there. So going in with this, go in with the blue on that side. So a bit of half and half chips, half rice. So coming in, this time I'm not going to overstamp on them circles. Have them sat right next to each other. But this is beautiful again because now you've got the colour. So you're not just pattern building with the actual design, but you're pattern building with colour as well, which again adds another really interesting visual aspect to this. So bringing that one in here
and lining up those circles. Lining up the circles really helps you make sure your actual stamp is straight. And you already can see, I'm going to come off my page here, aren't I? But you can already see that beautiful design forming. I'm going to pretend I wanted to end it there, which I didn't, but you know, it's me and my planning. But you know what? This is what you'll do, isn't it? First of all, you get used to your stamp. You feel how your stamp works. You'll feel how to get the best out of your stamp. Once you've done that, then you can start planning. Then you can start deciding how you want to use your design. So this is only practicing with the stamp and really being able to see the functionality of it. Now almost 2/3 of the stock has gone. This is so busy, and this is only one. I am going to show it triangle as well, just because I do this because I just find this absolutely wonderful. It really concentrates my mind. See, it looks really interesting, doesn't it? And I think, you know what, at times like this, when a lot of people are stuck indoors and worried, and you know, we're watching too much news, I'm watching too much news, it's all I watch, but I think it's really, something like this is just so meditative, yeah, that's the word, isn't it? Because you do get absolutely absorbed in it. See, so now, oh, do I remember spirographs? I used to adore them as a child. They were my favourite thing with spirograph. And it continues. I mean, it's absolutely carried on, hasn't it? Boom, look at that. And that is easy, absolutely achievable. Imagine how many patterns you're building. That's only one stamp. I love that colour variant as well. I don't know if you can see that as well as I can. Can you see it? It just looks, isn't that a beautiful stamp? So cool, so cool. That's one of your stamps. Now, the other stamp that you've got is, of course, that wonderful triangle. So if I move this one, now this is absolutely flying. It is going to sell out. Almost 80% of your stock has gone. I love the fact Lesia has mixed and matched these. So she's mixed and matched them with the beautiful jars that we've got coming up. And with the jars, I think it has got that kind of, again, it feels a little bit magical. It's got that kind of, I don't know, it almost feels like someone's creating alchemy. Do you know what I mean? Because it's that science and all the beautiful geometric accuracy. Stunning. Okay, now this, again, is just amazing. Oh, my card's always dirty. Might be something to do with this, do you think? So, see, now this one, easy. You could just line it up. Oh, going to do that again. Bear with. Now, this is when you do not want to be stamping on a dirty glass mat, because obviously you're getting bumps and that'll absolutely affect your stamping. So don't do as I'm doing. Now I've put cardstock underneath it, so now it's going to be fine. So look at this one. Beautiful. Limited. No, I need to finish this. No. So look, equal sided triangle. What's an equal sided triangle? It's not an equilateral triangle. I don't remember these things. I just know it's a thing. I know it's a thing, but I don't remember it. Look at that. How perfect can you do this? And look, you've created, again, you've created designs within designs. This is ridiculously effective. And it is so, what is it? No, it's gone. Okay, it has sold out. Do you know what? Just before I let this one go, look what you can do. Right, so I'm matching, I'm bringing this up. It's sold out, I need to move on. But look, I can get that point, I know, right, I'm obsessed with this, that point to match up with that end point. And then that line is going to match up with my centre line. And look, when you put it down, you're going to love this stamp. I want to see your patterns. Look at that. Seriously cool, innit? Right, stop, Leonie, stop. Walk away from your geometrics. Walk away. Please check out your baskets. If you don't check out your baskets, it refreshes in 10 minutes. It means I'll come back and do more pattern building because I'm addicted. But that isn't the reason for you not to check your basket out. Please check your basket out. Okay, what I will do, I will use this one, but only as a background. I'll nearly put it on the wrong way around then. I know, right? But I will use my fox. But this will be a background. Now, because it's going to be a background stamp, what I'm going to do is, oh no, I will work it on this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp once. That's my scrap, if you will. And then this is my background. Okay, really light. I want that really light. Same again here. So you're creating 2 at a time. So this one, stamp over there. And then this one, stamp over here. And I'm going to do that thing like that again, because I really like that. Okay, so that's my background sorted with that beautiful geometric that has sold out. Please check your baskets out with that one. Definitely get ahead of us for the beautiful stamps that we've got coming up later on as well, because they are going to be busy. Those jars are amazing. They're amazing. Now, have a look at Mr. Fox. Now, my colouring in is absolutely nothing like Lesia's. You know, her colouring is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So if you're a little bit like me and you're like, yeah, I can't do that, just do it with your inks for starters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp. Now, I'm working on a super smooth. A super smooth won't move as much as my watercolour cardstock. So it means, and do you know what I'm going to do before I do this? Sorry, everybody, I'm faffing. You just hold there. What I'm going to do is overstamp this one. So, just bringing this in, and that'll give me a better print anyway. Give me a better print because I'm not working on that mucky, horrible surface. Hey, my class. I need a class. And poor Mary. Mary has got so much to do. I can't ask her to clean my mat. Our Mary is our amazing cleaner, and she has been so busy because unfortunately she's thinking about literally every surface now. You know, back of the chairs, it's like everything. So yeah, she's seriously, seriously busy. I have been scraping my mat, but to no avail. Right, it's gonna sit there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is my first stamp. Now, first of all, I'm going to go with my walnut stain. The reason I'm doing this is, can't even get this flat surface. The reason I'm doing this is because then I can start building up my colour. The first colour, I want to be able to move a little bit. Okay, now it might only move a little bit. So, because again of the cardstock I'm working on. So what I mean is, there you go, it's moving. So just pulling that colour in. Now, this is a technique that's as old as time, but it is also ridiculously effective because it's achievable. You're only using the ink that you've stamped with. So it means just dragging that ink. It allows you to create a really nice soft colour straight away. So if you do look at Lesia's work and think, yeah, I'm never going to be able to do that, there's always options. Never ever think yours won't look as good. And I'm saying this not because you're probably thinking that, but because I think that. You know, I look at it and think, oh, hers looks so good. But it's like, yeah, but I can do a variation. Don't know what I've had on my pen. It's all gold, is this? I mean, it's quite pretty, to be fair. Yeah, but it's all got a gold like wash to it. Yeah, whatever I've had on my pen, I haven't cleaned it off properly. Beautiful. So just coming down, just working in the direction of the fur. So I'm not just going like that. I am working in the direction of the fur, so it'll brush it in the right way. Because sometimes those brush strokes, you see those brush strokes, don't you? Now, half of the stock has gone with Mr. Fox. He's beautiful. And I suppose with him, I wonder if you could make him into a wolf. I bet you could, couldn't you? Or is he too foxy to make into a wolf? There we go. So that's my first layer. Too foxy, which I adore. I'm keeping that kind of pale, so it's white. Like this. Okay, first layer. Now, it's up to you what you do next. You could, if you wanted to build up that colour, you could always go in again with the darker brown first. So if you go in with the darker brown, because it's a little bit wet, it already gives you that darker colour. Because obviously your Distress Oxide works with water. because I've already added water to this, you can see that Distress Oxide really pops. So you're getting a lovely richness of tone, which I really like. If you then want to highlight it, so now I don't want the whole thing to be black, but I do want a little bit of highlight. So gently with your black ink pad, I'm bringing a little bit of black into his muzzle, and then a little bit of black his ears and just the back of his head. That's all I'm going to do. I want to get his eye as well, so I'm being dead careful with my ink pad. Hopefully I've got his whiskers. So bringing that back, there, boom. Look at that. So it just highlights that gorgeous muzzle and really makes that pop. The rest of it starts fading out. I'll be dead honest now. Phew, I didn't know that were going to work. And breathe. It's one of them, you know, you think, yeah, that should work, but oh, not sure, we're on live telly. But that's beautiful, beautiful. Now, what I'll then do with my gorgeous, gorgeous stamp. See, I love all of these. I love Lessia's sentiment stamps because I think they're just, I love the font. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So we'll have this one. So that is Be Wild and Free, which is just beautiful. And actually, let's have that one there. Now, 60% of the stock has gone. Very busy. Oh, I'm so pleased. If you want any of these, check your baskets out. And then the stamp, the arrow I'm going to use, I love these. I'm going to go for the slightly sort of plainer one. One of them's got feathers and one of them's just got the little, are they in the same set? Oh, get me. Amazing. It's like I planned it. I didn't. There. So popping that just there, like so. So I'm popping them face up, of course, like this, like that. Beautiful. And then pull these out. Now, these are interesting because, look, you've got so much pattern. So you've got your pattern, your geometric pattern, but then I'm almost boxing it in. And it's really interesting what you can do with your stamps, how you can sort of play with the, you know, the actual composition that you're building up. So now just stamping that. I love how detailed these stamps are. They're just so, so fine. I mean, look at this. So just doing my little bit of stamping. I love this stamping platform. You can tell, can't you? It's filthy. Look at that detail. How gorgeous is that? Really, really pretty. I've tried to be really good and put my stamps back as well, which I know doesn't happen often, but I think it's, I'll just leave it there for now. So there we go. So pull that, oh, I love him. Look at that. Isn't that just exquisite? So then all I would do now is add a little bit of colour to this. So you've got your beautiful, ooh, I wonder where my white gel pen is. Could be anywhere in my life at the moment. Hey, my white gel pen could be anywhere. I wonder if it's in this box. No, that's a shame. Anyway, move on, Leonie, move on, Leonie. Don't be obsessed about a white gel pen. So what you need to do now is colour in. Look, I've got my 2 boxes of Phil Martin's pens, but I've put them in colour order. Can I show you? I know, right? One would think I'd had some spare time. Mad, but isn't that nice? Paula would be very proud of me. The wife would be proud. Yes, however, I think she'd say, oh no, I think she'd be proud because I've got my pinks in the centre. So I've got my pinks in the centre, wife, if you're watching. I haven't seen Miss P in ages. I know, it's been yonks. Okay, so let's just, I won't spend ages colouring in, but just a nice basic colouring in for me. So just a little bit of colouring. I love using our Phil's pens because of that gorgeous fine nib. So the gorgeous fine nib just allows me to build up that lovely soft colour to just going along. I'm going to leave the edge of the feathers so it just looks like there's a little tip of white on there because I don't know where my white gel pen is. And these are lovely because you can get a soft flick just going up there, which looks really, really pretty. We'll bring in on the ribbon. I want the ribbon to be red because I like red ribbons. So this one will just go down here like so. And I love these because they're gorgeous, crisp images, but you don't need much. So if you're not a colourist, it's okay, you can get away with it. I mean, if you are a colourist, you are going to adore these. See, I'm just going to put a little bit of red on there. And then now 2/3 of the stock has gone on this one. It's so busy. I am so, so delighted. Thank you ever so much, because they are just exquisite. And just coming down the arrow like so. And just colouring in the arrowhead. It's funny, isn't it? Because obviously colouring in and mindfulness was massive, wasn't it? Not that long ago. If we need it anytime, we definitely need it now. You know, now is the time for colouring in and mindfulness. Yeah, we've had our breakfast, now we can just colour in and have a lovely time. And it is ridiculously relaxing. I mean, it's just so satisfying. And I think when you get results that are easy like this, and it is easy to be able to do this, then it is just so satisfying. I might put a little bit of shading. Now, for the shading, what I would do, I'd actually go to the pencils for my shading, and let me see on my grey. Right, I'm going to go to these pencils. I've got a lot of pencils as well. Okay, let me... Now, I must, it's funny actually, because I said to her, I know, right, these are my Faber-Castells. Boom, look at these. Right, so I said to Dee, I said, Dee, I think I've got your pencils. I don't think these are mine. And Dee went, oh, no, sorry, I've just used them quite a bit. It's like, wow, that... That's obviously Dee's favourite yellow, but I mean, you've seen Dee's colouring in. It is again, it's sort of Lesia quality, isn't it? Dee's colouring in is phenomenal. But I did actually think I had pinched her pencils by mistake, because it was like, I know I haven't used mine that much. And yeah, she's like, yeah, she's amazing with these pencils. This is what Dee uses. I'm not sure what Lesia uses, what brand, but. Do have a look, because it'll say on her tutorials. So all I'm doing, I'm putting a little bit of shading under the arrow. So I'm just building it up with a really light grey first of all, and then going in, so darkening that shade. So as you get closer to the arrow, just darkening that shade, just to give it a little bit under there. Where I go wrong, you see, with pencil crayons like this, is patience. Oh, she uses Prisma, does Lesia. I lack patience, you see, for building up, and that's my problem. I want it to look amazing within 5 minutes. It doesn't. You have to take time. #mindfulness. Whereas Leonie's like, quick. But you can see, I mean, that hasn't taken too long, has it? And yet already, I won't make it into a card, because you know how to make it into a card, but already just a few of those beautiful layers. And just getting that soft. So just building up, again going around the edges with that wonderful shadow, like so. And that I'm just allowing to soften out. Perfect. Okay. I won't build it up into a card. To build that up into a card, though, you go on to, say, brown, and then you'd go on to a black that's bigger than that piece. Seems like I've gone through nearly all my black card. But look, as soon as you put him onto black, how gorgeous is he going to look? Shall I pop... Oh, isn't he fabulous? Sorry, love. And whee! Oh, good grief, nearly knocked my pencils off. That would have been a disaster. How beautiful is that? What a beautiful image. Right, I will have a pack up. If you do want to, I'm not packing up and going home, obviously. If you do want to go for him, Mr. Fox is gorgeous. You've got Mr. Fox. You've also got the Sentiment and the Arrows for £13.99, 503-576. And this is everything that you're getting. These are beautiful. You are getting little Fox
Foxy. You've also got that gorgeous, the 2 arrows, and then the wonderful sentiment, Be Wild and Free, which is just gorgeous. 2/3 of the stock has gone. If you want it, you know what to do. Check your baskets out. Right, well, I get ready for another demonstration. Our lovely Catherine is going to remind you what we've actually got left on the show. Miss Catherine.
Yes, hello again. Now, wasn't that a fabulous demonstration? It really, really was. I was watching every single second of that. Now, a little bit of a recap for you. Let's start at the beginning again. So what have we got here? Of course, it's Lesia Zagada stamps. They're absolutely stunning. We've got 2 stamp sets here, the Native American Fox and Love My Tribe Sentiment. 3 stamps in total. Busy on these. And a freedom price as well, £14.39. Almost 40% of the stock has gone. Item number 528892. Now let's have another look at the colouring here. Isn't this just fabulous? It really, really is. But you know what? If you're worried about colouring, if you haven't got the pencils that you think you need, just stamping that image, using your inks, as Leonie showed in the first demonstration, is going to bring these absolutely to life. Just stunning, isn't it? Don't forget you have got the sentiment there as well, and on the craft card as well, which seems to be a bit of a trademark from Lesia, and it works so well, doesn't it? Just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let me just show you the arrow underneath. I mean, the detail in the feather there. The highlights in the ribbon, it just brings it all totally to life, doesn't it? There we go. So take advantage now. Don't forget to check those baskets out. 528892 is the item number. Now the set that Leonie's just been working with, that's the one that we've got up next. So we're going to have a look at these again, because of course you have got the beautiful sentiment in there, you've got the arrows and that gorgeous fox head as well. An amazing price at just £13.99. You have got, of course, 4 stamps in total. Oh, just move that there. Let me bring in this again, that wonderful demonstration from Leonie demonstration there, but this one also, of course, created by Lesia herself. Very busy on this bundle, brand new today. Almost 80% of the stock is now gone. 503576. Remember, this is the first hour as well. There is another hour at 2 o'clock. A little bit of a different focus, more stamps to see, but you can see them all on the website. Now, next up, we've got our arrows and our Be Kind. And that's a sentiment right now that really counts, isn't it? And there's lots of people being kind out there. Have courage and be kind. It really, really is very apt at the moment. £13.99 is the price. You're getting all 3 stamp sets. So, of course, you've got the flower arrow and the arrow in there also alongside the sentiment. Item number 309842. Let's have a little look at this sample here as well. These are so usable. Do you know whether you want to just use these very, very simply, just with the arrow there, as you can see, with the sentiment, or whether you want to use them in conjunction with maybe some of the stamp sets that you've been popping in your basket. Now, approaching half of the stock has gone on this one, £13.99, 309842. There we go. Well, that's everything that we've got at the moment. I'm just going to bring in, actually, just as a little bit of a reminder, as something else that's coming up this afternoon, and also show you the fox again. This afternoon, you can find these on the website now, I believe. The jars themselves, absolutely beautiful. Look at how these have been coloured in. But the arrows on there as well. The geometrics have sold out. Let me just show you the fox again, used with one of the arrows there. Aren't these just stunning? Look at the detail in the fox there. They are absolutely incredible. Do be shopping ahead for the other stamps. They will be on focused at 2 o'clock, as I say, but you can get them now. The geometrics have gone. It's been a very, very busy hour. There we go. Now I'm going to hand back over, of course, to Leonie in a second. So everything can be found on the website, of course. Do pop over there. Do look for those other stamps as well. The jars are there. They're all amazing prices. I've got to say that as well. The constellations and the glass jars. 7 stamps there for £12.99 in that one bundle. But of course, we want to see more in the way of demonstrations from Leonie, so I'm going to hand back over right now.
Thank you, my dear. Sorry, I was doing. I've got such a cold nose. Yeah, it's really, you know, when you feel like you've got a drip on end of your nose, so I do apologise. It's so cold. Okay, so I'm all right. I've got a little pile of tissues, thank you. Oh, thank you, Molly. Okay, so there it goes again. Next, I just quickly wanted to show you that beautiful arrow stamp. So just a scrap.
And do you know what these are lovely for? You know, if you've got, okay, decorative paper. This is one of the beautiful papers I had for Alexandra Renke the other week. And you've got, honestly, those papers were divine, absolutely divine. But if you're using something like this, for instance, with these arrows, the arrows and the sentiments are brilliant for, you know, any of your decorative backgrounds, any of your, even if you've just been cleaning your stamp, they're gorgeous for that. Let's just move that out of the way, stamping platform. I will keep working on my stamping platform because I'm in such a mess. So let's have a little look. So there, we'll bring that there, we'll bring that there, we'll bring that there. So dink, dink, dink. So I'm just going to take one of those beautiful arrows. I'm going to get the one with the big feathers. Absolutely adore this. Do you know, I should have looked for my white gel pen while I were faffing, shouldn't I? Forgot. Do you know what I did? Yeah, I'm really obsessed with my gel pen. Do you know what I were doing while you were over there? I carried on colouring in. So I didn't set up, I didn't try and tidy up. I just carried on colouring in and having a lovely time. Now, what's beautiful about this, if you're working on a decorative background and with this stamped image, in fact, let me show you this before I do my stamping, because sometimes with decorative backgrounds, you want to really see what's underneath it, obviously. If you use a gesso, now you don't need to use a heavy print of your gesso, but just a little sort of swish of your gesso where you're going to be stamping. So a little swish there. Like so. And I love this over decorative paper because, yeah, it does look like parchment paper. It absolutely works with the paper. And that's the lovely thing about your gesso, isn't it? You can sort of see underneath it, which always look interesting. I'm not putting a heavy chunk of gesso. All it does, it just knocks back the paper a little bit. If you just keep lining it up, so just keep building it up, not lining it, building it up, which looks lovely. And this isn't watered down with your gesso. This is what gesso should do. It shouldn't be a heavy white. It should allow you to see underneath it. If you brush it, I mean, this is a heavy gesso. So, I mean, if I put this on and just left it, it would be really thick. I mean, if I show you, where did I put that scrap of paper? I'm faffing, just do on this one. See, if I went on really heavy, I could leave it heavy. So you definitely can do that with this one, but this is a heavy body gesso. This is one of the Finnabar ones, one of the plaid. But if you keep working it, or you dry brush it on, you just knock that out a bit. Now, that's really good because when you're ready to stamp, it gives you an interesting texture, so it gives you a bit of a different key, but also it's not that paperback a bit. So it already highlights where you're going to stamp. So bring that in, doof, doof, doof. It's lovely having this corner of the studio. I kind of never want to tidy up again. That might be here till June. Might be here till June. You never know, do you? You never know. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, Leonie. Oh, I wish I never have to tidy up. That's because you are there. It's because you're there till June. It has been amazing, though, because it's been a good old stretch, and not having to tidy up and cart everything to the other side of the building has been amazing. So it's good. Just being able to walk out the studio and not worry and not stress anyone out with the mess. Everyone's just gone, meep. Great. So just stamping up again. I'm using my VersaFine Clair. And then just popping on. Don't know if I've done that particularly straight, but I cut my paper down, so it was. And look at that. That crispness of image. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Love, love these stamps. And then what I do, and this is another reason I adore these, because if I then take my sentiments, so that's that gorgeous arrow with the lovely feathers, and it comes with a Be Kind. So what we can do with this now, no, before I do that one, I love this. Love My Tribe. I love these. they're just gorgeous. And this is from your wonderful Native American. And see, this is just such a nice stamp. So with this one, now, when you look at that, obviously you've got that little bit of feather. You can either do it above, just above, or you can split your stamp if you want to. So you can physically split the stamp. So you could physically cut the stamp, or you can just ink half and not the other half. When I'm doing things like that, I prefer to do it on a stamping block. So say I wanted to do some fussy stamping, I'd actually pop this on my block like so. I need to balance it because otherwise it's going to be wobbly when I stamp. So do that. And obviously, remember, Leona, you need to move your magnet, otherwise you will make a mess. So this, I find tricky doing this on my stamping platform. I'm keeping this on my stamping platform though, because I know if I try and stamp on that, I'll just get in a mess. So when I'm inking up, I just keep bringing the ink over, just a little touch at a time, until I can see, this is faffy, isn't it? And still I can see I've got that. So I know I've got the R. You could put washi tape over there. You could put low-tack tape over there. You know me. Why would I do that when I can just do this? So, there we go. And leave a little bit on the edge. So you're going to do that, like so. Life is better. Now, it's really important that you then clean that one, because obviously, yeah, with an inch of its left, because obviously if you don't, then that will definitely print and you'll get this shadow that will ruin everything. Just ruins everything. Oh, your mindfulness will be out the window. It'll just set you back. It'll set you back a month. You'll be like, oh, need to go back to colouring in. Okay. See, taking that, oh, I've took my W off. Oh, there you go. That's there, and then get rid of that r. There, perfect. Oh, love my tribe's falling off. But I do love my tribe. There, I'm lining it up with my Life is Better, so I know it's going to be straight, and then boom. That's how that works. But isn't that just gorgeous? You can see I've not stamped it straight on the actual paper though. See, I just cut my paper down. But isn't that gorgeous? Now, see, I love that as it is. I just think that is a beautiful, beautiful stamp. However, what you could do, I mean, you do get, with that stamp, you do get the, oh no, keep that. You do get the Native American. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut this down straight away because it really bugs me. That is one thing that does annoy me, actually. Considering, you know, I do like things all on, you know, oh, we're all free. But if something's not straight, if it's not straight, it does me head in. I don't actually, even though my stamping's random, I don't actually like it to be horizontal. It either has to be straight or you know, the horizontal or the other one. Help, what is it? There's horizontal, vertical, good grief. Can't remember the word vertical. I'm a master of the English language. Okay, bless. I don't feel that I've done much to that, but anyway, stop faffing. No, still isn't. Just stop it. Tell yourself off. Okay, we'll get over that. Pretend that isn't a problem, Leona. So, what I want to do now, this is gorgeous, but I want that to, again, be faint. I want it in the background. I don't want it to be popping, like, I don't want it to be covering that. It needs to be sinking into the background. So choose a lighter colour ink. So if I just spin round and turn my back on you, I'm going to go for London Fog. And now what I'm going to do, I want it, so I've got the dog. There we go. I've got the faces, the fox, yeah, the beautiful dog. So I've got a husky. So I've got Dave. He's my dog. Dave's the dog. He's definitely not a wild fox or wolf is Dave. No. He don't say boo to a goose, does my Dave? He ain't no fox. Trots around, little babe. Trots around getting beaten up from small dogs. That's my fox. He does. He gets beat up. His only defence is to sit on them, which is done. Does your dog look like a fox, Molly? He's a little corgi. Yeah. Yeah, they've got a really foxy face, haven't they, corgis? Oh, so. Oh, if Molly's mum's watching, send photos, please. Now, that's quite light as it is. So let's have a little look-see. So stamping off the page again, and now stamping on the page. Too light is the cry. So we'll just ink that up again. Less than 5 minutes. There we go. So inking that up. So it were nice and light. So it is going to sit. But, you see, there's nowhere we're going to go directly on without seeing if that colour perfect. So that colour now, it actually sits in the background. It actually looks like it's part of that beautiful paper. I'm then going to use the actual feathers from the headdress, and that is going to be now part of my background. So just stamping that in like so. And it's lovely because this, again, you use your stamps in different ways. You've got that beautiful sort of flow. You can use the feathers here as well, which look absolutely stunning. And that'll just fill that page. Now look at that. See how simple is that? That isn't even coloured in. I would colour this in though. I would then take my pens because they're quick. Oh, good grief, look at this. I'll need some cleaning up after this hour, won't I? I've made more mess in this hour than I did in my full Stamperia hour. But this is neat and tidy. It's a few lovely, beautiful stamps. Anyway, so just take the feather again. I'm carrying on with those colours because I really like those colours for feathers, and just bringing that colour in. So nice light grey. Because I've got the gesso underneath, it's really taking that colour like so. I can build it up in the centre. So just using, I'll bring the blue in because that blue works so nice with the grey. Just bringing that into the centre, and that one like this. Get my cheeky little water brush, which is just sat there like that, and fade that out. Because I've got gesso, even though I'm working on decorative paper, my gesso will allow me to work a little bit more on this. So the decorative paper might not have allowed me to move those colours, but the gesso will. That'll absolutely allow me to do the watercolour effects. So it is definitely worth, it's a beautiful blue, isn't it? It's definitely worth getting the gesso out because it it does absolutely make a difference. So popping that there, and then we'll go in with a nice light brown for the bow, and just bring that over like this. Just getting in the detail like so. Oh, love that image. And this is, I adore it because that has so gone into the background. Part of me is tempted to colour it in. I'm absolutely not going to do that because obviously it needs to be sat in the background. I'm going to use purple this time because I think purple also suits these images. I think that's a little bit of a magical colour. There you go. So bringing that in. You've got the little beads on the end. So you'll be colouring those little beads in as well. And just a tiny bit of purple on the feathers, just to bring that purple in. Like so. And again, the lovely thing is I know I can get back in there with my water brush and just blend that out. Bit too much water there. 1 minute. And then, now those bits of the feather, they need to be grey, don't they? Grey or white. But you know, don't know where the gel pen is. So it's going to be grey. It'll turn up. It'll turn up at the end of June. End of June when I'm moving. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So all I do with that is obviously pop that onto my cardstock. Doesn't that look nice though with that background? Absolutely adore that stamp, and I think it's just so nice that it doesn't have to be a main image. That just faded into the background looks fabulous. Oh yeah, happy with that. I might send that to my mum. My mum loves Native Americans. So please check your basket out. Now remember, we have got different stamps coming up at 2 o'clock, so do shop ahead, but leave me some so I can play with them at 2. Thank you very much. Thanks.